Hello, my darlings. How are you all? Thank you for joining me here this evening. Hello, Yogi. Lovely to see you here. Hello, Esther. Who else is with us this evening? Anybody else would like to say hello before we start? So what I'm going to do tonight is I'm using two new decks. I'm going to start with this new Sacred Destiny Oracle because I really do love it, and I had a lot of lovely comments from it afterwards from last week. And then I am going to use the Mystical Tarot because I am always talking. Hi there, Melody. I'm always talking about the magical mystery ride that the universe puts us on. And then I'm going to be using the Animal deck, the Animal Tarot deck as well. I'm going to try and limit it to those three so that my desk doesn't become a complete mess and I can actually pick up the cards, and then for each question I can have a full set of cards with me rather than searching for them. But I've also got with me my Lightseers Tarot as well. So that'll be lovely to be able to use that too if Spirit guides me to do so. Hi, Sarah. Hello, Liz. Liz, I'm going to do the Q&A after I've done the little general reading for everybody. Hello, Moon Goddess. Lovely to see you. Hello. So, and before I start as well, so tomorrow I am going to do the Sagittarius big read as we're going into Sagittarius season, I believe, tomorrow. So I'm going to do their big read for them, for Sagittarius. I'm also a Saggy. And then after that, I'm going to do the 2022 yearly readings. So these are going to be nice, big, fat, juicy readings. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do them yet. I'm going to be guided by Spirit. I'm probably going to be using some new decks as well for that. It's nice to keep it fresh, and I know that Spirit would like to keep it fresh as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And then that'll take me through to early December, and then I'll do December readings for everybody going forward from then. So, and I've got an announcement to make on Thanksgiving. Please tell me if I'm incorrect, but this Thursday coming up about personal readings. I do offer personal readings, but I'm doing something special for people in December. And if it all works well, I'll do it every quarter going forward from there. And that's my little gift of giving back as well. So watch the space on YouTube for an announcement next Thursday. I just need to do a few things behind the scenes to make sure that it works smoothly and fluidly, going with the flow. So how many people? We've got 22 people here. Hi, Victoria. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining us from Cape Town. Hello, Emma. Hi, Libla. How are you, my darling? Hello, Kitty. Thank you, Kitty, for all of your help, and Yogi as well, for all of your help with the comments here. Guys, when you're asking questions, if I don't see them, just keep posting them. And I know that there are lots of lovely souls in this room who will also help me to see messages if I haven't seen them. So Kitty and Yogi are wonderful at doing that. So thank you so much. Hi, North Star. Hi, Julianne. Hi, Carla. How are you, my darling? Rachel, hello. Lovely to see you. So before I pull a card, I suddenly got guided to look at angel number 2121 because we are the 21st of November and it's 2100 hours. So this is a message for everybody here at the time. It says angel number 2121 indicates that your thoughts are like seeds that are about to sprout and are a sign that things will be going in your desired direction. There may be some wonderful opportunities or new directions to take that will lead to fulfillment and personal happiness. The message is to keep the faith, knowing that the universe and your angels are behind you all the way. So that was a lovely message from them, which I literally just received probably about 5 minutes ago. All right, I'm going to start with, hello, Veritas family. That's so lovely, Kitty. There we are. Spirit has given us the very first card. And out has popped happiness, my darlings, with the playful dolphins there and that full sun. So the sun talks to me about healing. It talks about seeds that are growing that I've just talked about. And it talks about those expansions, those opportunities, those things that you are manifesting at this time. So Spirit is in full agreement with me. Embrace it all, my darling. Embrace everything that's happening for you. Embrace the change. Everything, nothing ever stays still. Everything is always fluid. Everything is always moving. Everything is always evolving, and it's always going forward. And when we try and hold on to something, even though it's fleeting, it's always moving, that's when it causes us stress and anxiety and fear and pain, when we're trying to hold on to something that we are meant to be letting go of, because it is just simply fleeting. Nothing is ours to hold on to, but ours to enjoy, ours to be happy in the moment. A happy life is made up of happy moments. So that was a lovely message from Spirit for you. And they've also left this one on the table, going forward. So you see there with the path, there's a little bit of ups and downs on this path, but the sun is shining through. You've got this gorgeous meadow on either side. So this also talks about sort of the limitless opportunities that are there as you meander, not rush, as you meander on your path going forward. And meander is such a lovely word, because as you meander, you notice things that are meant to be there for you. Meander, enjoy, take time to enjoy moments, especially as we're coming into this season of Thanksgiving and leading into Christmas. Take time to enjoy those moments with your family, with your friends. They're very blessed moments. And when we are enjoying the moment, we're at peace in the moment, and therefore we're not feeling a lack of, because if we feel that we're going to feel at peace when we receive something, that something's never going to come forward, because we're feeling the lack of it right now. So thank you, Spirit. The other thing about the meadow, this kind of huge expansive meadow, is that it's full of grass, and grass is sometimes something that we overlook, but grass is something that is very nurturing. It's something that it grows where it needs to grow. The animals, it feeds animals. We walk on it, we picnic on it, all of those things. And so it's an explanation from Spirit that things are always quietly unseen, growing and expanding around us all the time. So keep going forward. Don't be distracted by things, the shiny things. Don't be distracted by things that you're not meant to give your attention to. And a lot of that is sort of negative thoughts, negativity around you. Just keep focusing on your path. Keep focusing on your path, and everything will just fall into place for you. So let's, I think I'm going to pull one more card for you there. Hello, Annelise. Hi, Jeannie. Jeannie, I'm going to start questions shortly. Then you can, if you want to pop that question back in, and then I'll look to answer it as we go forward. Thank you. One more from this deck, please. Thank you, Spirit. And we have blessings. And this is the yellow canary here. So this is a message for you again about singing your own song. The yellow canary sings, loves to sing, has a very vocal voice. So this is about singing your own song. These are healing waters here by the canary. Do you see here? And it's flowing. It's flowing. It's talking about that sort of fleeting moment. But your guides are looking after you, and you are protected and safe at this time. And when you focus on not so much maybe the hurts that you're feeling at this time, but the lessons that you're learning from it, then it's going to allow you to grow, my darling. Because when you focus on the hurts and the pain of it, then you're stuck in that space. You're attached to that. But when you flip it around in your mind and you observe it outside the parameters of your mind, you're not stuck in that space anymore. You're allowing yourself the freedom to start to see it from another perspective. So I hope that has resonated and helped with everybody. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards from this mystical tarot, and then we will move forward. Thank you for those here and those you intend to see this reading, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what do we got here? We've got the Two of Swords here that's popped out. Do you see she's almost sitting, and I'm getting to learn these cards and know these cards, but she's almost sitting there within an egg, which obviously talks about rebirth. And there is also that moon there, which again talks about a new cycle that's coming. What this is saying is the situation at the moment is asking you basically to do nothing, to go within, to hold in your hands the sort of sword of clarity and truth. And that comes from going within, from doing nothing, from being in the stillness, from being your own unobserved observer, your own unwatched watcher, because you're never those feelings, you're never those thoughts. You are watching yourself having those feelings and thoughts. And it's in that space of silence that you allow, in that stillness, that you allow the answers to come through. But whatever situation you're in at the moment with this Two of Swords, nothing is happening. It's like it's at an impasse. Nothing is happening. And that's because somebody else in the situation that you're thinking about is choosing not to move in the direction that you want them to move in, or choosing to not choosing to be open with you, not choosing to engage with you. And one of the great big lessons in life is the understanding that nobody thinks the way that we do, and that just as much as we wish to respect people, to respect our space and our path and our thoughts and feelings, we should equally have the respect for others and where they are on their path, because they can only meet you, my darling, as far as they've met themselves. And if they haven't met themselves, then they can't possibly meet you where you wish to meet them. So just understand, with this Two of Swords, there's nothing that you need to do at the moment. There's no place that you need to be other than the way you are right now, seeking what you need from within you. Let's see what else comes out for you. Thank you, Spirit. Now you've got the Seven of Swords has wanted to come out. So the Seven of Swords is one of those cards that there are no negative or positive cards in tarot, but the Seven of Swords can be seen as negative, that something or somebody has done something that is very upsetting, that is underhand, that is disloyal towards you. And how I always see this card is that they've taken away 5 swords. And they've taken away 5. 5 means change. They've taken away something, what they needed at this time, in order to make a change for themselves. They need to redo this. They need to do a recycle. They need to have their reactions in order for there to be a transitional movement for them. And it's also a transitional time. Can you see with the tents there in the background? But what they have left very clearly for you are 2 swords, which is yours to take up. In that Two of Swords, do you see? Your truth, your clarity. So hold them proudly, hold them wisely. Understand that sometimes when you, as I said, sometimes when you're looking for answers, you have to actually kind of release all opinions on everything. That's when the truth comes in. It's when you can observe something with a detachment and not let your mind think too much about it, but just sit in the space and observe it. This person has needed to do this, and they've needed to also come away from you and come away from your life in order for you to go through a healing process. Because now we've got, and I'm not quite sure about this card, but we've got the Devil card has just appeared here. So the Devil card is about codependency behavior. It's about attachments to things that we shouldn't, not good for us to be attached to. It's about lack of self-confidence, lack of self-respect. It's about kind of conditioned behaviors that we've been very used to. And so with the Devil card, this is a time for you to know that there is the only person that can really truly help you at this time is yourself. And I see with these cards, with the blessings and going forward and happiness, you've already made the first necessary steps for your happiness, because happiness comes from within you. Happiness is yours. Abundance is yours. It's the law of the universe. But sometimes we get on a path that sort of takes us away from that, but we were meant to, because we're meant to come into that fulfillment of ourselves and the enlightenment of who we are only through the experiences that we've been given. Our soul is called forth to us. And the Ten of Swords has now appeared at the bottom of the deck. Lots of swords, lots of air signs here. And the Ten of Swords this is the end of it. This is the last stage of this for you. But it's also a card of saying there is something new coming in, and you've got this going forward card and blessings. So Spirit is saying at this time, accept this change at the moment, accept this change, embrace this change for whatever it is. And it is for your greatest good in the long run, and move on, move forward at this time. It's very important you move forward at this time, because in moving forward, you're shifting your energy away from the resistance of where you are to moving forward, and where attention goes, energy flows, and then it allows the movement of the universe to come in, because that person cannot move forward. They're literally pinned there. But there is this new moon again there. And there is the cycles there, do you see, with the star signs there too. So there are things, emotionally, this has pinned you down. Emotionally, this has put you in a space where you haven't felt you can move forward. And Spirit's saying you can do this. You are stronger than you know. You have learned so much. You're not the same person that you were before. And, don't be surprised when the universe closes the door on people as you're shifting forward. And what you are now doing is calling in people, calling in experiences that are matching the vibration of where you are now. Let me now use a little bit of my animal tarot deck, and then we will go to questions. Hi, Parry. Lovely to see you. Never fear, Steve is here. Hello, Steve. Whose birthday is it? Kamini, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Kamini, if you just pop your question down again when I get to it, when I get to the Q&A, I'll make sure I answer a birthday message for you. Oh, that wanted to pop out. So what have we got? We've got the ragdoll cat, the nine of autumn, which is the 9 of pentacles. So a perfect card for everybody here this evening. The 9 of autumn. This is a card of, autumn is now. Autumn is a time of when things come into fruit. It's a time of harvest. It's a time of abundance. Now, this gorgeous ragdoll cat is actually not doing a great deal about it because she is in receiving mode. She is relaxing, literally. She is relaxing and allowing it to come forward to her because there's nothing that you need to do about your abundance coming towards you. The more you relax, the more you focus on the joy of what it is that you're wishing to come in, the more it comes to you. If you start to focus your attention away and so this cat is very much in the being place. It's being in the I am, the present, and taking great contentment and joy from being there. But if you start to focus on what you don't want, or if you talk about what's not happened, and if you focus on negativity around you, you kind of muddle up that energetic flow of where you're wanting to go. So with this ragdoll cat, it says here, and I am going to read some of these messages on the front of these cards because they will be very specific for some people as well. It says your success has brought you financial security and the reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. So this, and again with the 9 of Pentacles, this is something where you're step by step attracting in, manifesting what it is that you may have started to manifest a very long time ago. It may have been just a week ago or a few days ago, but once you start to be aware of the power of your manifestations, once you start to be aware that you are a master manifester and you are doing it consciously or subconsciously all the time, why not just do it consciously? Be aware of your thoughts, be aware of your words and the experiences that you go through, because all of those are those tools of creation, and we are master creators. And when you are in a high vibration, when you're in a positive vibration, when you're moving forward, looking forward, not getting distracted by things that really are of no good for you or make you happy, but you're focusing on the positive, then you're attracting it, you're pulling it towards you. Remember always, where attention goes, energy flows. And when you're in that space, you're receiving, because as you go into a high vibrational space, then the signs of synchronicity start to appear. And they are, yes, messages from the universe, but it's your soul causing those to happen. Sometimes by yourself, sometimes in collaboration with other souls. But you are causing all of this to happen. This is your universe, my darling. And the divine spirit is working through you. You are a soul, you are spirit, the divine, having a physical experience. Remember that. Nothing is outside of your control with that. But the beauty of the control, that's the dichotomy, is to let go of it and just trust that that higher self within you knows exactly what it is doing, and trust in that. Okay, I think I'm going to move on to questions now. I'm going to put all those cards back and let's see, we're off. So what do we got? Thank you, Parry. I love doing this. Thank you so much. Where are we? Liz. A message for Liz. Thank you, Spirit. So what's come through for you? You see, Liz, you've got success. I'm sad I'm giving up on myself in my life. I've fought my entire life for everything. I have nothing left. My body health is bad. I have to live, but I just get through each day. My darling, you've got success here. What Spirit is trying to say is that, and I just want to show you this, that you've got the rainforest here, and the earth depends on the rainforest as well. You've got this is it a jaguar there? No, a panther. What am I talking about? So Spirit is saying, be the panther at this moment in time. Understand that if you can detach from what has happened and flip it around in your mind and start observing it as the unobserved observer, the unwatched watcher, and start to see what is it that you have learned and taken from these various experiences, and what is it, where is it, darling, that you want to go? Because wherever it is that you want to go and you wish to do, it will be success. I mean, be ready for it. But one of the biggest things that I learned, and it sounds a little bit weird, but it's about being grateful for everything that's happened, because in that gratitude, you're releasing resistance. And in that gratitude, you're saying, thank you for this happening for me, because from this, I've learned that. And then you are able to move away from it and release that energy. But if you focus on the things that you feel are not happening for you, maybe you're focusing on things that are just not meant to be for you at this time. Release and let go and just say, thank you. I'm ready to receive whatever it is that's meant to come in for me. The Spirit is saying there is a diversity that you need to look at. This, the jungle, the rainforest is very diverse. It's very rich. It's very, it's a landscape that's very different. So maybe diverse out of where you think you should be and look at something that really is heartfelt with you. Thank you. One more message, please. Thank you. And then you've got, there we go, flexibility. So they're saying try and be more bendy, open, flexible to what it is that's trying to come in for you at this time. This is bamboo in this card, my darling. There's lots of bamboo there. And the extraordinary thing that I learned about bamboo is, and it's a beautiful expression, is the first year it sleeps, the second year it creeps, and the third year it leaps. So, but it needs to rest and sleep initially, to embed itself, to ground itself, to be strong enough then to bend with the winds of change. This is this flexibility. And then the abundance comes in rapid growth. So I hope that's helped you at this time, my darling. Natalie, a message for Natalie. Thank you, Spirit. A message for Natalie. That's a beautiful message, Perry. Thank you. You always give such beautiful messages. So, Natalie, you have abundance here. And this is the wildflowers. And the lovely thing about the wildflowers is there's sort of no rhyme and reason about how wildflowers grow. They just do it in a very sort of ununiform way that sort of seems to be without effort. And they don't, it's talking about try and let whatever it is, these wildflowers, these seeds of manifestation that I talked about right at the beginning of the reading with 21, angel number 2121, 9 o'clock on the 21st of November. Try to allow things to unfold without any huge effort on your side. Try to let them unfold without stressing and worrying about it too much, because abundance, just like wildflowers, is something that is always a given for us. It's there for us to take. It's there for us to have gratitude with, to enjoy. It's a blessing. It's ours. It's kind of like a birthright. And Spirit wants you to be open to receiving this, because there are limitless opportunities for you at this time. And the more you sort of, as I said at the beginning, kind of rest in that space of enjoying where you are, enjoying what's there for you, and just literally relaxing and allowing it to come in for you at this time. Emma, any advice from Spirit on these 2 weeks of releasing before the solar eclipse? A lot of fears, doubts. How to deal with this? Yes, I mean, this is something that I've been going through as well. How to deal with it is, this is from my understanding, and what helps me is to try and actually detach my mind from it all, because the mind just gets in the way. And if you are feeling the feelings within your tummy, within your solar plexus, do sit in a space of silence and go into those feelings. Don't try and analyze them, express them. Just sit with those feelings, respect that they are there. Whenever things come up like this, it's because it's time. It's because you've reached a point of your healing where things now need to come up, and you will know sort of what in relation it is. But don't try, it's like trying too hard to do something. It'll all within itself, in a natural way, like an ebb and a flow, come and go, but just honor that those feelings are there. I hope that makes sense for you, and sit with them. And if you can then imagine, as you're sitting there and understanding them, without your mind getting in the way, try and detach your mind from it, try and let your mind go into override. Just imagine those feelings being released from you, because you will have that understanding about why they're there. I hope that's helped you at this time. But do trust that. Don't try and block those feelings and pretend they're not there, because if you do, they're just going to sit within you, and they do need to come up. And this is something that is a response from the body. It's time now to honor those, respect those feelings, and, look at the need from where those feelings have come from, the cause of it, not just why you're feeling it, but that the need. What is the cause? What is the root of those feelings? You may have to go back away on that one. I hope that's helped. Chris, of course, my darling, anything for spirit from me. For Chris, thank you. Anything for Chris. Let's see what comes out for you. Four of Winter. This is the Four of Swords. This is the healing card, my darling. Eucalyptus is, I know it's eucalyptus leaves. Koala love eucalyptus leaves. Eucalyptus is a very healing essential oil. So if you don't have any, do get some. And also, I'm hearing to cleanse your space as well, because energy is in everything. Objects around us, people, we are all energy. And so just try and cleanse your space. This is a time of healing for you, my darling. This is a time of rest. Do not beat yourself up if you're wanting to nap all the time and sleep all the time. Do you know, actually taking naps is an extraordinary thing to do, because when your mind is troubled, and when you are going over and over and over and over again things, what we have a tendency to do is to keep ourselves busy, or to sit and overanalyze things. The best way, it's a little bit like a recharge of a Duracell battery. Go and have a nap, because in that nap, your mind is quietened. And then the deep level doing, the deep level healing can take place. The kind of reset switch happens, and when you wake up, you do feel better. So don't, if you're feeling emotionally exhausted at this time, do give that time for yourself as well. And we all love a koala, and koalas, very much take things at a very, very, very slow pace. So I hope that is an answer that helps you at this time. What else have we got? And protection, my darling. You've also been given protection. So Spirit is saying, do you see the thunder and the lightning coming down? This is the oak tree, and the oak tree is known for its wisdom, its strength as well, the ability to protect, and also that, from that tiny little acorn, this extraordinary tree comes. Did you know that the branches of the oak tree are as deep as the roots are high? So whatever you're doing at the moment, my darling, this koala in this eucalyptus tree as well, it's grounding you. It's giving you that foundation that you need to move forward. And you can, thank you, Spirit, you can survive this. You can survive this storm. You are protected. You are incredibly brave. You're incredibly strong, like an oak tree as well. And you're never given more than you can handle, my darling. So let's hope that has helped you. Rachel, any advice on moving to a new location for my life's purpose? I feel any crickets still in my quiet space. What do you mean by that, Rachel? Just noise, or literally you're seeing crickets? Let me just get a message for you. Thank you for Rachel. Thank you, Chris. New beginnings and freedom. There we go. Look at that. Moving to a new location or my life purpose. So new beginnings, and you've got freedom as well. So the message for you, my darling, the swallow. This is a swallow in this card. So whatever decision you're looking to do, as long as you're making it from a space that is with excitement, with joy, with kind of wonder about what's going to happen, not from a fear space. Make choices that are expressing like a bird your freedom that's going to allow you to move forward. Don't make choices from a fear space. Be quite daring about this as well. Be quite bold about this, and let go of the need to express to others kind of all of your intentions at this time, because actually sometimes others' energies towards it, although it's unintentional, can change that path for you. But also let go of the limiting self-beliefs that you have about yourself at this time as well. You can soar high, my darling. You can soar high. You've got to do this for yourself. You've got to do this for yourself. Let go of the need to please others at this time. You've got to do whatever you're looking to do for yourself. And then you've got this beautiful card about this new beginnings. This is like a new start for you. New beginnings, new start, new day. Seize it. Seize this new day. See it as this is the start of where we're created to create. So see this as the start of the new version, the next greatest, grandest version of who you are. The time is now for you to do this. And remember as well that movement of where attention goes, energy flows. Focus on the joy of it. Focus on the excitement of it. Focus on how you're feeling about it. Let the universe fill in the details, my darling. So I hope that has helped. Just nothing. But I hope that's helped you, my darling. Tori, I get called Tori sometimes by old friends. Thank you for your opening words, Victoria. Any message from me from Spirit? Thank you for Tori. Message for Tori. Blessings, and there's your blessings card. There's that canary card again. So that's that card about your guides are watching you and protecting you. It's time for you to sing your own song, my darling. And then you've got flow, this beautiful go with the flow. And this river kind of, it sort of bends, it curves, it doesn't go in a straight direction. And actually that is a beautiful metaphor of our lives, because our lives tend to go in the kind of direction, the straight direction that we think we should be going in. It bends, it flows, it twists, it turns, and it's almost a little bit like a snake, and a snake is about rebirth as well. So go with the flow, go with where life is taking you at the moment, my darling, because that is for your greatest good. And release all sort of, if you go with the flow, then you can sort of see what's happening on the banks, can't you? And you can enjoy the pace. If you're rushing, you're not going to see. So there are things there waiting for you, things that the universe wants to show you. It's also about when you go with the flow and you're releasing and you're allowing, it's about as well for you, it's about forgiveness. There's somebody you need to forgive, but you also need to forgive yourself as well. And this is about acceptance, and it's about enlightenment, that we are exactly who we are meant to be in this current moment. That is enlightenment. It's about releasing all resistance and accepting all sides of ourselves and all sides of others. And in forgiving as well, it's the greatest form of self-care that you can give. It is the greatest form of self-empowerment that you can give as well. So, and look what they've also given you. This is the heron standing there, standing still on that river, just watching, just being, sitting, sort of standing in those emotions, being in touch with your emotions. It's the stillness. When you are at a standstill and something is not progressing, it's because you are not meant to progress at this time. Notice as well, when you're in that space, what is happening around you? What is happening around you that's working, and what is happening around you that's not working? And if it is difficult to make something work, well, maybe that's not intended for you. Focus that beautiful energy flow. Have you noticed when you're passionate and excited about it, it has movement, it has legs, like that heron. It just takes flight. But sometimes things don't happen because we're not meant to go down that path. So do go with the flow. I hope that has helped. I'm going to move on to the tarot now, if everybody's happy, and see for the next questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Adet, hi, messages Spirit may have for me, finances, new home, love coming towards me. For Adet. So you've got here the King of Wands, and you have the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm going to talk first of all about the Seven of Pentacles, which is on the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of those seeds of what you're manifesting are coming in for you as well. But try not to be impatient. Again, this comes back down to the law of, divine law of timing. Things are all ripening, blossoming on this tree in perfect timing for you, and for whatever it is that's meant to be coming in for you, or whatever person that's meant to be coming in for you as well. What am I saying? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 means change. 5 pentacles mean change, but they also mean try not to experience the lack of it in your life at the moment. Try and look to your life as you are exactly where you're meant to be. So what is it in your life that you are so grateful for at this time? And then those 2 of Pentacles, making decisions that coming from the right space, moving forward in what is right for you to do, and having the confidence, there is the ram, having the confidence of your own abilities, because you are exactly where you're meant to be, my darling. And then you've got this King of Wands sitting here. This King of Wands is somebody who, wands, passions, desires, creative expression, but wands are also representative of the energy and the action that you're putting towards something. So what I feel with this is there is a lot of, you're talking a lot at the moment about all of this, but Spirit is saying just have a bit more focus on the energetic flow that you're giving to whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, whether it's a person coming into your life or career or whatever it is. Visualize about what that is, how you feel about it, and let go of the details. Let the universe take care of all of the details for you. And then you're willing it towards you, my darling. Okay, so thank you, Parry. Relax and enjoy your life, regardless of the circumstances. Exactly. Being grateful for it all, remaining aware in the mystery of living in the present, moment to moment. That's very beautiful. And of course, we use the word present moment, and present is a gift. Everything is a gift in our life. It's how we choose to receive it. Terry, is there a message from me, from Spirit, please? Of course, my darling. A message for Terry. So, Terry, you've got what's on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to talk about the bottom of the deck first for you. You've got the 8. You've got lots of wands in this reading. So you've got the 8 of wands has come out for you here. And you see the butterflies at various stages of their metamorphosis there. So there are things that are evolving and changing. This, again, is energy flow, the attention that you're giving. This is a big message, I think, for a lot of people in this room tonight about where they're putting their attention right now. And as I say to you, I say to myself. So it's a message for me also. Where are you putting your attention at this time? Make sure that it's in the right direction. Things are evolving faster than you may think, my darling. And whatever it is that you're expecting, expect it to happen soon, whether this be messages coming in for you or a change in circumstances, because what you have done, this is the 9 of Wands, you've come away from old cycles of behavior. You've come away from things that put you in a place of standstill, and you're now coming into a renewed space where you're holding that one wand. You're very much focused on what is correct for you at this time, and you have all that you need at the moment. Don't feel the need to defend yourself. Just imagine yourself with spiritual armor, and learn to say no a little bit more often, and just be in that space where you know that you've made the right move. And then you've got the Hierophant has come out, because I feel that with you there is a kind of feeling that things haven't worked out quite the way that you wish them to do. There's a deeper meaning. There's a deeper thing that's sort of lacking within your life. There is somebody or something. There is messages coming through for you. There is a teacher. There is guidance. There is a message from Spirit, a message from God that is there for you, and it'll come in at exactly the right time for you. And it is bringing in that wish fulfillment. But this is a reminder. Do you see his little face there? Be careful what you're wishing for. Be careful of your thoughts at this time, because if you're focused on the negative side of things, you're attracting in more of the same. But the wish fulfillment is there. The abundance is there. What you're hoping and dreaming is all lined up as above, down below. So just be aware of where your thoughts are at the moment, because this is happening faster than you think. So I hope that's helped, my darling. Julie, I'd love a message. Thank you. And Carla, I will come to you. I have seen your messages. Message for Julie. So Julie, darling, you've gone through something pretty traumatic and hurtful for you. You've got the Star card here as the overriding energy. This is a card of things will get better for you. You've gone through something. We've got this 7 of Swords has appeared again in this deck. And I don't know if you were here for the general reading, but something has happened that has caused things in your life to change, to shift. And it is a transitionary time for you. But you are left, if you can flip it in your mind and think, what clarity have I gained from this? What truth have I received from this? What enlightenment? What do I need to do now to move forward to release this? Because it's happened for you in order to shift some things within you. And because of this Star card, this is an extraordinary time if you're open and vulnerable and receiving and saying thank you for whatever it is that I'm meant to receive at this time. And also not to be afraid of letting people go, letting go of things that just no longer serve you, releasing them, because they have been a weight for you. They've been a weight for you to carry around, and you just don't need it anymore. And you're not that person that you were now. You're going through a huge, deep level doing at the moment. If you haven't had Reiki, my darling, I've been told do have some Reiki. I do know a wonderful Reiki teacher and healer and a life pathfinder. So if you haven't had Reiki, do let me know and I can put you in her direction. She is really beautiful and amazing what she does. So because I'm seeing all of the stars there, so it may help you at this time just to shift things within you and help you move forward. Annalise, message for Annalise. Thank you, Spirit. Well, there you are, my darling. Look at that, 9 of Pentacles. Enjoy it, my love. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. And you've got here the foundation. There was an Ace of Pentacles, something that was the start of all of this. Then you've got 2 lots of 4 here, 4 of Pentacles. Try not to hold on to it. Remember, it's all fleeting. Just go with the flow. Enjoy it. You're creating this. You're causing this. You've got, what is that? Is that a blackbird there? So you've got the blackbird, or the raven is the keeper of secrets. This 9 of Pentacles, you have caused and created this. Every single step you're taking now, you're taking with a higher level of consciousness, you're taking with a higher vibration, and therefore the universe is magically kind of responding to that, which is really lovely. Any other message? Thank you, Spirit. Remain grounded, my darling. I'm just saying that. Remain grounded. You don't need to go at this at a run. Just enjoy the pace that you're doing it. What is that card there? I think that is the Queen of Swords. This is the Queen of Swords here. Thank you, Spirit. So with this Queen of Swords, you are an amazing communicator. You're very good with your words. Be very aware of the power of your words as well. You know, words, spellings, they are very powerful as well. You are very bright, very intelligent. You have a tendency to slightly be critical of yourself and sometimes of others, and that's come from experiences that you have had. But you are very open to receiving, and you are willing and open to receiving now people that are of the same energy space as you. You're not going to have any bullshit now at all. You can have a tendency to be reserved emotionally a little bit. So be aware of that actually don't fear who's coming into your life, because with this Nine of Pentacles, you are bringing forth somebody, something, experiences that's matching the high vibration that you are right now. And now on the bottom of the deck, you've got the Two of Cups. So this is a union of sorts. This is a deepening of a friendship, of a relationship, something new coming in as well for you that again matches that vibration that I talked about. So I hope that's helped you, my darling. Link, etc. Does Spirit have a message on my career path? Do I procrastinate on it because I'm lazy, or it's just not for me? So what have we got here? This looks like, to me, looks like the Page of Cups there. You're feeling a little bit like a fish out of water sometimes. I think this comes down to something that we all have, which is a bit of an imposter syndrome, where we don't feel that we can do something. But actually, this is a transitional time for you. And again, this is an exploratory time for you, because now we've got the Page of Swords as well. So just explore your options, my darling. If you're procrastinating, it's not the right time to make a decision on something. Try not to be over analytical about things, and try and come at this from, okay, if I'm at the center of my own universe and this is all happening around me, then what is it that I'm meant to be seeing at this time? What opportunities, experiences am I meant to be seeing at this time? And make balanced decisions, my darling. Don't rush forward. Don't rush forward and give attention to things that you shouldn't. Just make balanced decisions at the moment. And that's why you're procrastinating, because you may otherwise just knock something over that's meant for you. And now you've got, isn't it? They're very funny. Now you've got the Page of Pentacles as well. So you've got the Page, the Cup, and the Swords as well. Again, a really transitional time for you. What Spirit is saying, this is the start, the Pentacle, the start of what you're wanting to do. Have some fun with it. Have some fun with the universe. They're here as your friend. It's not meant to be that serious. Have some fun. Manifest something that you have no attachment for. Say thank you very much for something, an object, and just to let it come into your life when it's meant to. Try not to weigh yourself down with the responsibility of having to make a decision. The answers will come. The decision will come. Maybe Spirit is just, the universe is just holding. There are things that you're not made to make a decision at this time, because there are things yet to unfold elsewhere in conjunction with others, in collaboration with other souls. And when that all unfolds, then you'll seize the opportunity and know it's time to move forward. I hope that's helped you, darling. Now, who haven't I Charlene, can Spirit tell me what's to happen with the investigation at my job and what I should be doing? Okay, let's do this for you. A message for Charlene. Thank you. You've got blessings and flow again, my darling. I feel with this that you're being protected. You're being watched over. Just try not to talk about that investigation with lots of people. Don't give it any attention. Just focus on you and what you're meant to do, and just try not to talk too much. you're giving it too much attention at this time, and go with this flow. And if it takes you somewhere that you're not expecting to go or not wishing to go, just trust in that universal flow that maybe you're meant to be somewhere else. So just go with the flow. Notice, where life is taking from you, and try not to resist it, because when you try and hold on to something that's not meant for you, you're just giving it so much attention, so much energy. Just let go and just say, thank you, Spirit, thank you, universe, for helping me to understand that this problem has already been resolved for me, and helping me to understand that this is not for my greatest good, that I am moving in the direction that I am meant to go. So just hand this problem over to the universe and to God. Who haven't I asked? Oh, there, Carla. Thank you, darling. How can I let go of my ex? Thank you. Okay, Carla. How can Carla let go of her ex? Ask for help, my darling, with those around you. There are answers there from God for you. God has sent, Spirit has sent, your soul has called forth those that can help you at this time. You would not find those answers within your head. I talk about this a lot, where the mind just cannot make sense of this. It's just a jumble of stories, of thoughts, of things, stories that we've told ourselves, things that we believe of ourselves. Just try and understand that you're not going to make sense of it up here. The only way you're going to make sense of it is it's in the time and the space that your soul is looking for. And just accept that there is, you are at a space where it's almost like it's become, you already have let go of them, but it's almost like, because you've been within your space so used to thinking about them, it's become an addiction. And that's a very natural thing. You get used to thinking a certain way. And so I want you to try and catch yourself with those thoughts about whether you're actually really have let go of them, or whether this is just something that's a repetitive thought in your head because you're so used to thinking it. So do ask yourself that question, but do reach out for help at this time. It's important that you do, because there's messages there for you. You've now got the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very loving and very empathic. Now, she is focused on that cup. Spirit is asking you, in order to help you move forward with this, it's very important for you, for your self-care, that you put yourself first now. Try not to overanalyze other people's behaviors, because again, it might not make sense to you, because people don't act in the way that you feel they should act. And when we attach a meaning to something and we see it through our lens of life, of hurt, it may not be as it is meant to be. It may be for a completely different reason. And whatever your ex and you, however it finished, your ex is meant to be where they are right now, just like you're meant to be where you are. So it's with acceptance and letting go of the resistance. And the universe may have closed the door on them because your energies were codependent on one another. You were codependent on one another. So just know and accept that now is a time for you to focus on yourself, my darling, on self-love, and creating that whole magical foundation within yourself. Because when we look for love outside of ourselves, we make somebody else the center of that, but we lose sight of our connection to source energy. And when sometimes we enter into relationships because we're looking for something. We're looking for something to hide all that pain that we feel and things that we haven't resolved within ourselves. And then we meet that special person. We meet that person and we think, oh my goodness, they're the source, they're the healing, they're the source of my happiness. I'm now happy. But because we have focused our happiness outside of ourselves, those feelings within us that were there before that person appeared, they're still there. They're just covered up And then what happens is, as the relationship progresses and as those feelings start to rise, we then think that that person is the cause of those feelings within us, but they're not. They're always there within us. So that's why self-love comes first, and understanding oneself and connection to source energy, connection to source, connection to your soul. And that is the foundation for yourself. So Spirit is asking you to think about those things at this time, because otherwise we all have a tendency to repeat those same cycles in every single relationship. If we assign somebody as our source of happiness, we instantaneously assign them as our source of suffering. So I hope that's helped you at this time. And look, darling, what's also come in for you is this card, which sort of is summing up what I'm saying here. That there are things that are being given to you, opportunities, things that are coming in for you, but you're focusing your attentions on what you have lost, what has gone. And Spirit is saying at this time, if you're not allowing yourself to engage in your life, if you're not allowing yourself because you're in this space of being so attached, and darling, it's completely understandable. And I'm sure there are many people in this room tonight who have gone through similar things. It's only going to hurt you in the long run. So if you can move forward with the understanding that you are perfect and you're exactly where you're meant to be right now, and whatever's unfolding for you, there are things that the universe now wants to engage. They are literally handing things to you, my darling. I am seeing there that fir tree, so I don't know again if there's something to do with Christmas at this time. I hope that's helped you. Yogi, that's so beautiful. Yes, as with breath, you cannot receive until you first let go of the one that you're holding. Just beautiful. And look, it's all about creating that foundation for yourself. That's that Three of Pentacles. And what Spirit is saying with this card is, because this architect here is listening. He's listening to understand the needs of his clients there. Darling, what you're being asked to do as well is to listen at the moment to understand. So those messages that I said from people that are there to help you at this time, listen to understand, not just to reply to them at this time. Emma, any advice from Spirit for me at this time? Feel called to maybe ask advice on the nights of weird dark dreams I've been having. Yes, I think there's a lot of stuff that's coming up for us all at this time. Thank you, Spirit. So, Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So what's happening for you, my darling, with this Knight of Swords is that you are shifting away from negativity at this time. You've made that decision subconsciously or consciously to come away from things that are negative because they just don't feel right for you at this time. And you are moving towards energetically something else, something that is better for you. With this Knight of Swords, though, it is a reminder for you about do you see this as this is an eagle? So it's about continuing to ignore anything negative at this time. Just ignore it. Sometimes silence is much better than an ego-based response. Sometimes silence is much better than trying to talk or reply to somebody who's very committed to misunderstanding you because of their own relationship they have with themselves. And that's a message that I'm getting very strongly for you. Try not to be impatient at this time, and just move forward in a very beautiful diplomatic way with grace as well. And then you've got here, what is this? The Queen of Wands, the beautiful Queen of Wands. So this is Wands is that energy. Hold on, protect your energy, my darling. Energy is the most precious thing we hold. Protect it, guard it, cherish it at this time. You have got those around you, sunflowers, that are helping you. This is very important. This is your sacral chakra as well. So whatever's coming up in your dreams is coming from that sense of oneself. It's coming from your core of you, and it's things that need to be released at this time. So just allow those dreams. If they remain with you after you've woken up, then you're meant to remember them. You're meant to, and just say, if you don't understand them, thank you, Spirit, for the answers coming through for me about why I had this dream. Some of them will be very clear for you, but it's almost like we create this foundation for ourselves as we go through life, and it can be an unsteady foundation, but it's a foundation nevertheless. And when it's not stable, it starts to break up. And so bits and pieces that you thought were kind of deeply rooted within yourself start to surface. And again, it all comes down to divine timing. They're coming up for a reason, and it's to release you. It's to allow you to move away from negativity. It could be negative thoughts about yourself as well, but it's allowing you to move forward. Thanks, Carla. Thank you, my darling. Whose birthday question haven't I answered yet? Esther, any message from Spirit and guidance? I'm planning to move out of state. Messages for Esther, Spirit. Thank you. Sorry, I got one of my little doggies here. So what have you got? 4 of Wands, and on the bottom of the deck you've got the Page of Wands. So that's the 5 of Wands. So another message about focusing your energies at this time. 5 of Wands. Don't get involved in anything you don't need to, that's going to bring you into a different vibration. Don't talk about things that are negative. Just try and stay away from it. It's okay to say no to a conversation that you don't want to have. This is the 4 of Wands, my darling. This is the magical mystery ride. The 4 of Wands is a beautiful card. It's about you celebrating and being grateful for what has been in your life, for where you are now, and what is to come for you. Because you've got the Page of Wands here as well, this is the card of transition, of exploration as well for you. This is the card of you protecting your energy space at the moment. Spirit is saying, be bold, literally be daring, be bold. Keep moving forward, my darling. And now I'm seeing the 3 of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So you've come from something. Energetically, it's still around you a little bit. Some hurts are still around you a little bit at the moment. And it's just a reminder again about not feeling the need to return words that may come from an ego pain body. Sometimes silence is the best medicine around, and you don't need to focus on that anymore. It's not who you were. It's not who you are. It's who you were then, in terms of the pain space that you were in, and you've come away from that now. And now you've got the beautiful Sun card on the bottom of the deck. You're healing, my darling. This is happiness. This is hopes. This is blessings. This is the seeds of growth that are happening for you at this time. There are sunflowers there talking about guidance and spiritual support and soul family that are coming in, unless they've already come in for you. You just keep following where you feel happiest to do so. It's what's very important at this time. Daisy, my dog, wants to come down, but we're just, hopefully she'll just quieten down a second. Karen, do I have any spirit messages or guidance regarding where to move forward with career and life in general? Thank you. Happy birthday, Louise. Happy birthday, Louise. Message for Karen, please. Thank you. So you've got the King of Swords, and again, you've got the 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. So lots of swords here, my darling, and you've got the 5 of Wands. So, this is a transitionary time for you, okay? We're going to look at the 7 of Swords first of all. This is, again, a transitionary time for you. There are things that haven't gone according to plan. You have, if you allow yourself, and I'm sure you have done, learned some things from it. You've taken things from it. It was meant to happen for you. With the 5 of Swords, try to understand that things are sort of, try not to focus attention on where things don't need attention. Try not to, because you see here, try and not react to things. There are people there that are just not bothered by something, but he's collecting all these swords as if there's going to be trouble. So try to respond from a heart and soul space. Don't react from an ego pain space with anything at the moment. And you've got this 5 of Wands, and the 5 of Wands is again about conflicts that happen with you in your head. But this particular card, and it's about energies as well, but this particular card is about healthy competition. I'm feeling with sort of these almost like Olympians getting ready. So whatever's happening for you at this time, see it that this is something that's really good for your drive. It's really good for your learning, for your growth at the time. And it's really good for you to improve your skills. I hope that makes sense for you, my darling. That was a message from Spirit there. Vivian, are there any messages for me in the moment, the process of going through at the moment? I'm Scorpio and you're talking about creative expression. What is mine? Darling, whatever it is that you love to do, whatever it is that you feel guided to do. Sometimes it's a massive big thing. You know, some people know that they're writers or storytellers or artists. Some people, I mean, my creative expression is what I'm doing now, but I didn't know my creative expression until kind of a year and a half ago. So it's taken me half a century to find my creative expression, but it does appear at the right time for you. So it doesn't matter if you don't know yet. You will get those signs. Your soul is guiding you. But in the meantime, if it's not a big creative expression, and the only way I can describe is this: if you have a list of things that you think you need to get done one day, and then you suddenly have the urge, you're leaning towards doing something completely different, and you really want to do that, do it. Because that little minor little step, that little step is another step forward in your direction that you're meant to take for whatever reason. And it'll be something that is in complete synchronicity, complete metrical rhythm with whatever else is happening around you. I hope that makes sense. It's like that spider's web, everything's connected. So just feel your way around things and try and do things. If you're not feeling like doing something and you don't have to do it, then don't do it, because if you're attaching negative energy to doing something, you're attaching a negative, you're disempowering it. You're not allowing for a beautiful energetic flow. And now you've got the 7 of Wands card, which has appeared for you, my darling. So the 7 of Wands card here is about you protecting that energy space, standing up for what you feel is right at this time, not defensively, but just not having to explain yourself. And there may be a little bit of attention with you at you at this time, but just know that you, as long as you understand yourself and what you're doing, then that's all that matters, my darling. You know, just take the high ground, and sometimes taking the high ground is just simply being quiet and being silent and not having the need to explain yourself. Squeaky wheel. Louise, where's your question, Louise, my darling? Where's your question? I will come to your question, Louise. I must just move forward, but I will come to your question. John, does Spirit have anything to tell me this week, please? I'm seeing lots of... Oh, a message from Spirit. Okay, Louise, I'll come to you straight after. John, does Spirit have anything to tell me this week, please? Lots of number synchronicities lately, and I'm a Sagittarius. John, have you been looking up those numbers? Do look up the numbers, angel numbers. So yes, they are signs. You've got the 7 of Pentacles here. Things are moving for you. Just continue to be confident in what it is that you're looking to be doing at this time, making decisions from the right space, making balanced decisions. Try not to be worried or anxious, because whatever it is within your ability for this to be achieved. You're very good at it. And so I can hear my little dog in the background. And try not to worry about things at the moment where you're feeling a lack of. They are maturing, they are blossoming at exactly the right time. So that is the Ram card for you. Thank you. One more message, please, for John. Thank you. And we've got here the Emperor. So this is about having patience, my darling. The Emperor is somebody who's very logical, who thinks things through, is very good at taking the intuitive movement forward and doing practical steps forward in order to achieve what they're doing. And you've done that. Now, the nice thing about this Emperor is they're looking quite relaxed. They're not looking like they're about to jump up and charge forward. And that's a warning about the Emperor card is, don't rush forward. Be patient, don't rush forward, because in rushing forward, you can literally be a bull in a china shop. And one more card for you. You've got the Three of Swords wanted to come out here. So again, this comes back to wherever you are, there is still some energy Spirit is asking you to try and let go of. And sometimes things that have been said that have been very wounded have come from somebody else's place of pain. It's not a reflection of you or your relationship with them. So it's about letting go with the understanding that it's only when people are unhappy that they tend to cause hurt to others. So John, I hope that's helped you. Louise, a message from Spirit, your birthday. Happy birthday. Message from Spirit for you. Well, there we are, my darling. How lovely is that? So you've got both the High Priestess, you've got two major arcanas, the High Priestess, and you've got the Fool card. So this is the Fool card. So this is this new cycle for you. A new cycle. Maybe it's a rebirth for you, my darling. Sometimes we are not born on the day we're born. We're born on the day we start to wake up. We start to have enlightenment about things. You have all you need with you at this time for your growth, for your development. Spirit is saying, come to the edge, that beautiful thing about coming to the edge. And I'm sure many of you have heard me say it, but come to the edge, he said. We're too afraid, they said. Come to the edge, he said. We don't want to, they said. Come to the edge, he said. We can't fly, they said. Come to the edge, he said. We're too busy, they said. Come to the edge, he said. And they came and he pushed and they flew. So Spirit is saying, come to the edge. This is a brand new cycle. You're doing it from such an extraordinary vibration now. You're here as the High Priestess. There isn't an awful lot that you are being asked to do other than take the leap of faith, having complete and utter trust in the universe and God. Have faith over fear. You know, having faith is something that in the Bible is mentioned more times than anything else, having faith. With the High Priestess card, this is a card, the need for you to constantly step back and observe what is happening for you. There are things yet unknown. There are answers coming in when it's time. You know, it's the acceptance that we're meant to know things now and we're not meant to know certain things now. That is wisdom. That is understanding of that. So just accept that you are learning and growing all the time at that beautiful natural place. But I want you to, they're asking you to observe it all the time. Stand back and be that unobserved observer, that unwatched watcher at this time. Thank you, Carla. Sweet dreams, as Parry says. So who is next? Yes, North Star, the view is beautiful from the edge. And I would definitely go and have some Reiki, my darling, if you're having a blockage in your throat chakra. This is something to do with words that need to come out for you, something where you feel that you can't say certain things. So my advice is definitely have some Reiki healing. Again, I know somebody extraordinary. So if you, what I will do is put in the comments her details at the end of this session, and she's online, but she is just fabulous. I hope that's helped you. Thank you, John. Alida, hi, Victoria. Any guiding messages from Spirit? Thank you for Alida. Messages for Alida. 2 of Cups, my darling. So this is either a deepening of something, a relationship with somebody. It could be a friend. It could be a soul relationship. It could be a love relationship. But it's very much being protected. There is a need, again, just to it's something either coming in, but there is a need with this for you to pick your words, not get involved too much in things that are happening around it. That's what I'm saying. Try not to let the conflicting ego mind get in the way of this. It's all unfolding for you. Let's see what else is there. And you've got the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So what this is saying, what Spirit is saying is you're feeling at the moment that there's a lack of something here. And whether this is because this hasn't arrived or because it has arrived and it's not quite your expectations. Remember, expectations do bring disappointments because we always have a tendency to expect something from how we feel and see things, from our own direct perception, our lens of life. So, but with this Five of Pentacles, there is help here, but you're just not seeing it. Somebody's arrived, somebody's here to help you through this. But so you're not alone at this time. And whether this is somebody coming in for you or somebody helping you at this time, and now you've got the Strength card. So the Lion has appeared again. This is a real commitment you're going to make to yourself, and it's real sort of willpower for you to move forward now in a way where you're going to quieten your fears. You're going to step forward from a space of standing back and observing and just letting go of fear, because fear is a false reality. And fear is when we think something's going to happen or it's not going to happen, but nothing has any meaning except for that meaning that we give it. So just try and go with the flow a little bit more within your life, because now you've got the Ten of Cups has appeared. The Ten of Cups. So, you know, this is this card of joy, abundance, love, loyalty, all the things that you're looking to, the attainment of everything that's ultimate for you in your life. And it is coming in for you, my darling. Okay, so Adet, could you address real estate, please? Is it in the collector's good to buy now or hold? Adet, I think that just comes down, it's not a collective thing for me to comment on. I mean, they are saying the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. So Spirit has a little bit of a sense of humor here. Everything comes down to your personal journey, where you are on your journey. So what may be good for one may not be good for another. And this is why with this Page of Pentacles and this Queen of Pentacles, it's up to you with this to look at this as an individual thing and what opportunities are coming in for you at this time. And there may be something coming in. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's about making decisions from a space that's very grounded, and understanding that, you know, sometimes with what I will say about houses is that houses are energy, okay? And what might appeal to one may not appeal to another, but houses also choose people. So when you've walked into a house and you've bought it, it's been because you've loved that house, but that house has responded to you. Houses choose us as custodians. My cottage, Jasmine Cottage, chose me as its custodian for my lifetime, for however long I'm going to be here. So everything is down to your personal life path at this time. So obviously you're looking to buy something. So if a house appeals to you and it sings to you, then that is the house for you. I hope that's helped, my darling. Melody, what does Spirit wish to hear while I'm not working? Spirit wishes for you to hear, my darling. This is the Magician. This is a lovely time for you, my darling, to sit and create and visualize and not do a great deal. And learn. It's about enjoying your space, doing what you feel you wish to do. And if you're not good at being alone, learning to enjoy to be alone. So just be very open to Spirit. Have a few fun and games with them as well. You know, the Magician is about us creating consciously or subconsciously all the time. So Spirit's saying have some fun. And when you walk out of your door tomorrow, this is your universe. You are the lead actor in your universe, and there are things waiting for you in the wings. Have some fun with the universe. See what's there. Say thank you very much for my surprise and delight today. And just allow it. Just have fun with it, my darling. That's what Spirit's saying. You are master manifester, and you are creating at this time. So go create. Go and have fun. Lara, should I take action in my situation or wait for the other person to? Well, darling, let me just see, so you've got the Chariot here. So it is about taking action, but as long as that action, my darling, is from a place that's not conflicting against you, it's not, if it's the same action you've done before and it's coming back and nothing's happening, then that is not the action that Spirit is saying to take. Equally with the Chariot card, and you will know the answer to that. It's about the energy, it's about the movement forward. What Spirit is also saying to me here is that, you know, like the Chariot, the universe is always wishing to give to you through that path of least resistance. And sometimes if we're in the way of it, we're going to get trampled. So get back out of the way of it. Release, you're focusing on what you want and why you want it, and release the how and the when and the who and all of that. Just hand it over to the universe. Give the universe a chance, is what they're saying here. And let me just see what's on the bottom of the deck there, because it is bringing in your 10 of Cups, my love. So, and there's your 2 of Cups again at the bottom of the deck. And also you're getting the Wheel of Fortune. So what Spirit is saying, is that the right way up? Yes, the Wheel of Fortune here. So expect the unexpected. Give them a moment. Expect the unexpected. There are things evolving, and I think it's going to happen faster than you may think. Steph B, yes, darling. A message for Steph B. Thank you for Louise pointing that out for me. A message for Steph B. Steph B, your message again, the High Priestess. The need, my darling, to observe at this time. The need to pause. The need to know that if you're looking to make a decision on something and you can't make it, then you haven't got the right information yet. It'll come through to you at this time. Do be very aware of what you're seeing, reading, and you're seeing on TV, what's coming across your social media as well. God knows what books you're going to read, what films you're going to watch, which people you're going to talk to. Maybe one of those people is God's messenger. That is a message for you at this time. You've also got the Fool card. So this is something very interesting, similar energy. You've got the same journey that you're on, the same, take that leap of faith, trust that you're going to fly, trust that this is the direction forward that you're meant to be going in, and do not feel the need, my darling, to defend yourself at this time. Stand your ground with wherever you are, because you are reacting. You're dipping into this energy space. If you do so, you're kind of taking a step backwards. Stand in your high ground. Don't feel the need to defend yourself. Don't say anything if you don't need to as well. Just protect your energy at this time. And I hope, and this again is, there's a brand new cycle there for you. And now you've got here the, what is this? This is the King of Swords, isn't it? So if you don't feel the need, only feel the need to talk when there really is something to say from the right space. And when you're saying it, it doesn't matter how it's received. It's how you speak it, because as you speak it, you receive it. This is the King of Swords as well. So it's giving you a chance. You see this eagle here again, rising away from negativity. You do have something to say. And as you say it, just say thank you for the right words. Thank you for the right words, because it allows your mind to disappear. And your soul to come through. As you do that, you literally tell the truth. You are the words that come through are coming through from spirit. So you'll be amazed at the words that you say, because you will say them with knowing and understanding. I hope that makes sense for you. You have a foresight and a vision there as well. Thank you, Spirit. And and work hard at this. This is something that is your gift too. But do take time to enjoy what it is that you are achieving at this time. If you sometimes work so hard, you're not actually enjoying the fruits of your labors, is what Spirit is saying. Less doing, more being at this stage. Julie, can you comment on the peacock hanging around all day? Yes, well, peacocks are a sign of, they are a sign of enlightenment. They're a sign of the need to let go of things, to come into the kind of full beauty of who you are. They are also a sign of not stepping into that ego space. It's a sort of warning as well about not stepping into the ego space. But they are also, they are a beautiful bird, and it's about taking steps forward that are not done from the pain ego space, but taking steps forward from letting, like the feathers releasing, coming into, as I said, that full beauty of who you are. And is there anything else on that? No, but let me just pull a card on that for you, my darling. So you've got the Six of Swords here. This is this movement forward for you. You've come out of a period of rest, of healing, of being quiet. You're moving away from current difficulties, and it's a time for you to gather strength and trust in the direction that you're going. And the peacock is a sign that this is, you're releasing, you're letting things go, which is very beautiful. Bereth, are there messages for me, please? Thank you. I'm going to move on to my animal spirit deck. You've got the Three of Cups, my darling. Where is Breath there? The Three of Cups, beautiful card there. The little hummingbirds there, which kind of mean that it sort of talks about people from your past, from memories from your past. But this is like-minded souls, like-minded energies within your space, my darling. If they haven't appeared yet, they're coming in. This is a joy and a celebration there for you. And what else have you got? And the Five of Summer, the Five of Cups. So this is the dragonfly. You have transcended, you have coming away. This Five of Cups, this is about releasing things from your past, my darling. If you haven't already, you have these sunflowers represent that same soul family that are there to guide you at this time and support you at this time. But the Five of Cups is about, if you're focusing on the hurts and the things that happened rather than the growth and the lessons learned from it, then you're not allowing those Two of Cups to come in for you. So this Five of Cups with this dragonfly is rise up, rise away from it at this time. Focus upon where it is that you're meant to be going, not where you have come from, other than what you have learned from it. And that positive switch in your mind helps the shift within you. So I hope that has helped, my darling. Sleep well, Emma. All right. Thank you, darling. So who haven't I answered for? Who haven't I answered for at this time? I did see a couple that I haven't. Chris, did you want to message, my darling? Chris want to message. You've got the bluebird. You've got the sun. Oh, can fly everywhere. Can fly. Will I get a promotion? Yes, I'll come back to you, my darling. You've got the sun has come out for you with the bluebird. So this is saying whatever it is that you're planning at this time is going to work out well. The bluebird is, again, that beautiful card of joy, of healing, those seeds of growth. You remember I talked about angel number 2121. It's transformational time, again, with the sunflowers there. So everything is going to work out well, my darling. So where were we? Can fly. Will I get a promotion or upgrade my current position this month, please? Okay, can fly. Message for Canfly about her work. Thank you. Canfly, Canfly, how do I pronounce that? It's lovely, but Canfly, I love it. Thank you, Spirit. Message. King of Autumn, which is the King of Pentacles, my darling. Well, this is wonderful. This is talking about abundance. I feel that you're going to. This is this beautiful card about coming into the abundance and the blessings. And you've got here the harvest that is here. And I want to see what this card particularly says for you. It says everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money and resources that come your way will be invested wisely. For me, it talks for you about a promotion. So I think that's lovely. You are very committed to what you do. Do enjoy it, though, as well, my darling. Do take time to enjoy it. enjoy the being of it, enjoy your success. Don't just keep doing the next, because otherwise you're not enjoying those steps of your journey. And then you've got the Princess of Spring, which is the princess, which is the, what is that? The Princess of Spring. It's the Page of Wands there. So again, transformational time. You've got this lovely little butterfly crown. So again, this is like the attainment of your goals, being crowned for it as well. And it says, and this is, if you love doing this, my darling, then you are going to keep being rewarded for it, because the universe is rewarding you for the energy and the focus that you're giving this. It says here, the monarch butterfly, creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. So, you know, you may not be there for as long as you think you might be. I think that other things may come in for you as well. But it's all going according to the universe's plan and your plan for this, my darling. Pleasure. Roy, where are you? Could you please answer me, ma'am? Roy, I'm just going to pull, I didn't see what your question was, but I'm just going to pull a card for you, okay? Thank you, Parry. And you too, my darling. Your beautiful messages you give in this space is so lovely. Guys, I do have to say that the energy in this room, I'm going to call it, on a Sunday evening is so special, and I am so humble and grateful for it as well. So thank you so much. A message for Roy. You've got the Three of Spring, which is Three of Wands, and you've got the Empress. So I'm going to focus first of all on the Three of Spring here. There are things that are coming in for you at this time, and this is the Turtle. Again, go with the flow with this, my darling. I'm also being told that things may appear at the moment very rocky for you, very sort of turbulent, but actually deep underneath, there's so much that is happening. There's so much that is unfolding at a very natural pace. There's much of the story or events that you're unaware of that are all unfolding just for you at this time. And this is a time for you to trust that you are manifesting and bringing in what you need to. It says here, stop to take time to review and make long-term plans, capitalizing upon your past successes. It's appropriate to pat yourself on the back for all your accomplishments, but you may also need patience for the next phase to play out. So this is where that kind of, it may not be appearing all it's appearing like on the surface of the water, but underneath so much is happening. And then you've got the Empress here, this beautiful, what is this? The Angora rabbit. So the Empress card is a card of receiving. It's a card of knowing that you are worthy of receiving. It's a card of just allowing your manifestations to just flutter off in the wind, knowing that they're going to come back at exactly the right time, and relaxing literally with that, allowing them to come in. Because one of the great things we do when we worry and we have anxiety and we try and control is we put resistance up. We're blocking whatever's meant to come towards us from coming towards us. So it's also the card of, you know, receiving and taking with this rabbit the right steps or the right leaps forward when it feels right. And if it doesn't feel right, you don't do anything. So I hope that's helped you at this time. Right. Camfly, thank you so much. That's so kind. Thank you. Guys, if you, what I wanted to say was, in terms of sort of, you know, I'm energy and energy back. If you'd like to, what would be lovely for me is if you continue to give me the thumbs up and you share and you subscribe and you make comments. That's all very, very helpful for me. If you'd like to donate, it's not expected, but very gratefully and very humbly received. I do have my PayPal details in this, but also with the super chat, as you can see, that's just been sent, you can do it. But don't worry, it's not necessary. But if you have liked and enjoyed this video, I'd be so grateful if you could just give me a thumbs up, because it does really, really, really help my channel. Thank you, darlings. Okay, so what else? Yes, Parry is very generous. Who am I reading for now? Thank you. Love you too, Steph. Now it's coming up to 25 to 11. I am not feeling that I'm going to be on till 11 o'clock this time for me. I'm feeling this might shorten earlier, but let's just see who haven't I. I've got 45 people here. Who hasn't had Fallin? How do I say that, my darling? Fally and Blue. Is there anything for me? Okay. Is there anything for you, my darling? And Moon Goddess, of course. Fally and Blue. Message Fally and Blue. Thank you, Spirit. What wanted to come out? What have you got? King of Winter, which is the King of Swords, and you've got the Empress again at the bottom of the deck here. So with this King of Winter, this is the King of Swords, my darling. This is that reminder again for you about you are very good at your words. You're very good at your communicating. You're very good at looking at things from a very logical point of view. Be careful with how you express yourself. Do it from the soul space. Do it from the heart space. Thank you so much, Sherry. Do it from the heart space. Say thank you for the right words and allow your soul to come forth and speak. The logical mind is amazing, but it's not going to make sense of things so much. And sometimes when you're seeking answers, it's best just to let yourself speak. Blurb it out and let it come out. Blurb it out. I don't know where that came from. And look, this is the humpback whale. So the humpback whale is kind of like represents the cosmos. And if you imagine the whales in the water represent emotions. Whales speak vibrationally, communicating to each other. So it's highlighting the importance of speaking from your heart space, from an emotional feeling space, not from the head space. And allow yourself to feel your way around a situation. What does this card say for you? And I just want to show you again. This is the King of Winter. At this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, it's saying, but that's not what Spirit was saying to me. And act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. When they say unemotionally, what it's been saying is speak from the heart space, speak from soul space. That is your emotional space, but do it from a unreactionary space. Do it from a space of understanding that you are speaking from your higher self. When you're emotional, you react to things. So do it from a detached space where you're hearing the words coming out of your mouth, but it's almost like your mind is completely quiet and you're just speaking. That is the lack of emotion within it. I hope that does make sense for you. And then you had the Empress again at the bottom of the deck. So this is a time for you to receive and for you to know that you deserve to receive at this time. Thank you, Spirit. Pat, any messages for me? Thank you, Pat. I know, blub it out. I don't know where that came from, Kitty. Sometimes the words just come out. Pat, this is number 15. This is the ego card. This is the death card, isn't it? Is that right? And the ego card number 15. So this is the Siamese cat. And what this is saying for me is that you may feel very trapped in a situation that you're in at the moment. And what Spirit is saying with this is it's how you're perceiving it at the moment. You're feeling trapped. It's try not to have self-doubt about where you are. There is something that you are codependent on, my darling, that you're being asked to release and let go of. And you can actually do this on your own. I used to have a Siamese cat. In fact, we had two, but I had a cat called Timmy. Incredibly intelligent, incredibly loving, incredibly knowing about things. And these are all the things that you are. And where you may feel you're codependent on something, you're not, my love. You're not. So this is not a time to react from a pain body time. This is a time to be all knowing, like the Siamese cat. the Siamese also likes to talk quite a bit. So again, this is a time for talking clearly, expressing how you feel about things, communicating clearly, but try not to talk too much about it. Just say what you need to say and then be quiet as well. I hope that's helped you at this time. And if you're having self-doubt about yourself, then look at the situations that are around you at this time and what it's trying to teach you. Victoria Larkin, hello Scorpio USA message, Victoria Larkin, a message for Victoria Larkin. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun, my darling, there's lots of suns that's coming out, and the Three of Pentacles. So whatever it is that you have, let me just show you both of those cards. Whatever it is that you have been doing, well done, big prize, big clap, round of applause from Spirit. This is this Three of Autumn, the Three of Pentacles. You've created a really amazing foundation for yourself. And again, you've done it in a way that you haven't quite expected. You've done it in a way that's been very, again, these wildflowers are here. So it's in a way that's been very almost unorganized. And it's all sort of just appeared as it's meant to have appeared, and you haven't attached too much fear and anxiety to it. And this is because of the Sun card here, because of the healing that you've done, because of the support that you've had that's been given by Spirit, by God, by universe at the right time. And this little blue butterfly, this is this beautiful metamorphosis that you've gone through. And where it was once a wall that was kind of like the walls of resistance, now you are kind of, you've seen that wall of resistance. You've seen the place that you were as the building blocks for where you are now. They've become the foundation because you've really seen what it is that you've been given as a gift. Everything has been a gift, and you've turned everything into gratitude, which is so beautiful. And that gratitude has allowed that transformation. So you've now coming into this extraordinary space, my darling. And it says, your plans will work out well, bringing your happiness, prosperity, and success. So, and your life purpose is best fulfilled by allowing your talents and true self to shine out into the world. So you have something that Spirit wishes for you to do. Anne-Marie. Oh, last check. Anything for Sonia? Sonia, I'll do you first, and then I'll do Anne-Marie. Thank you. Sonia, let me just pick those two cards up. Actually, Sonia, I'm going back to the other deck for you. Sonia. Ooh, too many cards. There we go. Sonia, my love, you have, well, they're still giving you, they're very funny. You've got pages here, so this is a transitional time for you. You've also got the Emperor. So your attention at this moment in time, do you see here, is focused on this Page of Swords. So your attention is more on the exploratory side of things, but I think you're more focused on the logical side of things as well at the moment, and more about what's being said rather than what is actually happening beneath the surface as well. So that's got your attention. So just know that whatever you're receiving at this time is very important in terms of your insight and your clarity. And then you've got the Page of Wands here too. And this Page of Wands is a reminder for you to protect your energy space. Protect your energy space at this time. You have a lot of choices. You have a lot of options open for you. This is the Seven of Cups here. And it doesn't really matter, darling, about all of these choices are ending up like the winding river, taking you in the direction that you're meant to go. If you're not sure what choice to choose yet, then listen very careful. There are again, Spirit is saying here, there are messengers coming through for you. This is a transitional time. There are things that are being said to you, and try not to listen so much to the kind of surface level of the words, but understand the full impact of what is happening behind it, because sometimes Spirit can give a message in a way that unless you can believe that you're receiving a message from Spirit, you won't see the message. So just see the connection with what you're receiving with everything else that's happening around you, and believe it. If something is weird, if it's wonderful or it's amazing or it's a coincidence, it's for you. So Spirit wants to get your attention at this time, and protect your energy space at this time, and believe in the magic, my darling. They're saying believe in the magic, because it's happening. Believe in the magic. And also just don't rush forward with any decisions that you're making. This is a time for you to be still at this moment in time and wait for the right answer to come through, because it is on its way for you. You've got that Page of Swords there. I thought I'd done a message for Kamani. Did I not do her message? I'm so sorry. Did I not do it? Kamani, did I get distracted? I'm so sorry. Let me do your message for you. Thank you. So, Hierophant, my darling, keep having commitment to what it is that you are looking to achieve at the time. Keep listening to understand. Try not to talk over yourself. You're talking over yourself. You're kind of talking yourself down quite a bit. And also with this Hierophant card, there is advice for you. There is messages coming in for you. But do listen to understand at this time. It's very important. Your third eye is also opening up. Another message, please. Thank you, Spirit. And it's also because you're soul searching at the moment, my darling. So you've got here, who is this? This is the Knight of Swords again. So remain focused on moving away from things that cause you pain, cause you upset, negativity. Don't get involved in anything that's negative as much as you can. Sometimes that also means don't watch the news so much, because when we watch the news, what we're really hearing is a lot of media stuff about negativity around the world, and we take on that energy space. And the best way that we can help others is to focus on ourselves, because when we are in a high vibe space, then we have an amazing ripple out energy effect on other people. So we can't save the world from a space where we're not sitting in that high vibe space. So just as a kind of note to all about that, try and stay away from watching too much that's negative on TV or news or social media, and just focus on yourself, because in focusing on yourself, you have an incredible ripple effect. So that's a message there for you as well, my darling. And it's also a message of just making that balanced decisions that you are meant to at this time. It's asking you, what is, with the Four of Pentacles here, what is the most important thing for you at this time when you think about abundance? Is it love? Is it money? Is it fulfillment in career? Whatever it is, and then let go of it. Let go of it. Hand it over to the universe, because they're waiting to give it to you. You don't have to hold on to it. It's yours. If it's yours, you will receive it or you will keep it. So I do hope that has helped. Who, remind me, please. I have a mind like a sieve when I'm doing these cards. So Harry, of course, my darling. I'm going to pull you the, if you would like, the Sacred Destiny. Actually, Parry, why don't you tell me, my darling, Sacred Destiny, the mystical one, or the animals? I'll come back to you. You tell me which one you want to do. Amory, thank you, Kitty. Amory, message for Amory. I've got the Sacred Destiny, so that's what I'm going to use for you. Amory, me, yes, of course. Amory, enlightenment, my darling, enlightenment. So first of all, with enlightenment is this acceptance that where you are right now is exactly where you are meant to be. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to be doing other than where you are right now. It's acceptance of yourself and your situation with the trust and understanding that your soul has intended for you to be right here, right now. And in any other given moment in your life, when you remember that, that is enlightenment. And in doing that, when you're not resisting against it, you're allowing. If you resist, you're not allowing. So this is this beautiful enlightenment card. This is the galaxy. So it reminds me of that omniverse, of the universe that I've talked about. Well, we all know what the universe is, but God gave me the name, the omniverse, which I'd never heard of before. And omni means all that is, and verse means arranged in a metrical rhythm. So this symbolizes that we are all a part of the omniverse. We are all that is, and we are spirit, the divine, having a physical experience. And so when we don't see ourselves as an individual, but we see ourselves as a part, an expansion of everything that is the I am, we have an awareness of ourselves within that space. And then we have an awareness of our souls having a physical experience. And then we have an awareness of that amazingness that is our soul within us, because that soul is a piece of the divine. And we can tap into that, and it's listening and talking to us all the time. And then the fear and the anxiety leaves, because actually we're just going with the universe flow, and we're having some fun with the universe, and we're seeing everything happening around, always happening for us. So, you have so much more to give than you believe you can give. And Spirit is saying, believe in yourself, because in believing in yourself, you're believing in your higher self, and believing in your higher self, you're believing in God and the omniverse. So have patience, though, that this transformation is happening for you at this time. Sacred Destiny, please. Sacred Destiny. Oh, yeah, the one I've got in my hand, of course. Sacred Destiny. Pleasure, Anne-Marie. Sacred Destiny. Message for Parry, please. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Message for Parry. So, Parry, you have opportunity, focus, and miracles have come out for you. I'm going to talk about opportunity first. This is this gorgeous little moon. It sort of reminds me, doesn't it, of sort of moons from childhood stories, the man on the moon. There's something rather lovely about that. And this opportunity is, and it's the space that you're in, my darling, because you have flowing through you all the time abundant thoughts. You're incredibly generous. You're incredibly giving as well. And Spirit wants you to know that beautiful energy that is flowing gently through you, and it does have a tendency to ebb and flow, and it's a little bit like the moon peeking through, the light coming through the trees. It sort of disappears and it appears. So there may be times where you feel worse, and there are other times that you feel better. But that beautiful energy is flowing through you. And do remember, as you do so beautifully and so well, to hold on to that. It's a very healing energy at this time for you. Stay open to receiving it, my darling. Stay open to receiving it. And you do receive everything with so much gratitude. Then you've got the focus card. And is this the snow leopard? This is the focus card. You've had many, you've had this symbolic change, big changes in your life at this time. And this has been a real time for you, a spiritual evolution. And with that mountain, it's, you've risen above this situation, and you now can see and have the opportunity to see life's situations and things that may have been important and now not so important for you, because you've had that extraordinary, beautiful clarity. That's what the snow represents, that clarity, that shift in perception, and your attention, where attention goes, energy flows. Your attention now is so much on life and its abundance and its grace and its beauty, that is so symbolic of who you are. And that, again, that healing energy is coming through for you at this time. And then you've got the miracles card. This beautiful miracles card has come out. You see there again with the double rainbow there, with hopes and blessings. And Spirit is saying, believe and trust in the universe. Believe and trust in the universe, my darling. And on the bottom of the deck, you've got purification. Beautiful card here with this one gorgeous sunflower, and it's almost like the raindrops are coming through here now. So this is the rain washing things away, and wherever you are right now, darling, it is in a beautiful sense of peace and space. I hope that's helped you at this time, darling. Kitty. Oh, thank you, Kitty. Tyler's waiting for a while now. Of course, my darling. Tyler, message for you. And then I'm going to do, I'm going to try and keep this to 2 hours, okay? Because otherwise my voice goes. And then what happens is tomorrow, I lose my voice. And then, oh, that card's popped out there. I lose my voice, and then I can't do anything. Well, I can do things tomorrow, but I can't then do readings and things as well. So I'm going to try and keep it to 2 hours, if that's okay with everybody. Message for Tyler. Thank you. Oh, too many cards, my darlings, but that one wanted to stay away. So you've got pleasure and going forward. 2 very, very beautiful similar cards here for you. Do you see here with the meadow, the steps going through, and the grass? And I think I mentioned this at the beginning of the reading. So what this is saying for me, my love, is that take pleasure in what you have right now in your life. Take pleasure, relax, enjoy. Take time out with family and friends coming up to Christmas at this time, and Thanksgiving. Savor your life, my darling. Slow down and enjoy. It's not a race to the finishing line. This is the tortoise and the hare. So slow down, move at a more leisurely pace, and then you will have the opportunity to see things. And things are, without you even noticing, like the grass growing and expanding all the time, all the time. Don't be distracted by things that you're not meant to pay your attention to at this time. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. And now I'm seeing the community card for you as well. I love seeing the rainbows in the card, and this is a card that although you're not feeling, you can see the wood for the trees at the moment. Things are a little bit confusing. You've got this forest here. And the lovely thing about trees and the forest is that everything, all the roots are entwined. So whatever it is, it's something to do with community for you. It's something to do with support is there for you. And it's something to do with soul family. There is one more card for you, please. They want me to give you one more message. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. One more message. Forgiveness. This is forgiveness, my darling. This is forgiveness of what has happened to yourself, of others, understanding that people react from their place of pain, understanding maybe it was actually their soul's gift to you to help you come into who you are, or who you are, your next greatest, grandest version of yourself. Forgiveness is an extraordinary act of self-love, as I've mentioned before. And have no regrets for anything as well, except what has happened, except that it was a moment, it was a fleeting moment, and try and have gratitude for whatever it is that you have taken and you have learned from it. And if you can flip that forgiveness, and with the understanding and compassion for another that they are acting from their place of pain, and equally for yourself as well, then it breaks that pattern of behavior. It breaks that cycle. It doesn't have any hold on you anymore. And that is where you're getting support at this moment in time with the forest there and everything, with the root system and the entwined roots giving advice and healing. Okay, I've got 2 more messages. Thank you. Blue-eyed man that's not sad. Do you think I'll ever meet the one? Yes, abundance. But not with trying. Don't try and go out and meet them. Okay, this is all unplanned. This is an unplanned, beautiful experience that's going to happen for you, like the wildflowers, the wild seeds. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Don't put any effort into it. It's all unfolding for you, my darling. So it is your birthright, literally. It's coming in for you. Joy. Joy, I'll give you a message, my darling. Quick message, Joy, just before I wrap up. Thank you. Message for Joy. Gateway. This is the gate. Do you see this beautiful gateway here, Joy? This is the gateway is opening. And although you said, I think that was you saying that you were blocked, the gateway is opening if you allow it. The gateway is there if you just open yourself up to saying, I'm open to receiving whatever it is that I'm meant to be receiving at this time. There are things happening for you. There is almost like with this unicorns represent magic. There are things happening. There is magic coming up. Make sure that you are seeing the magic of everything around you. Make sure that those tiny little things that happen during your day, you just keep saying thank you for. It doesn't matter how small they are, those little tiny coincidences that you may feel are coincidences, but actually your soul has caused to happen. Those little moments where you just go, oh, that's nice. Just keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Because in gratitude has the power to move mountains. Gratitude has the power to open up doors of opportunity. And all you need to do is receive it and be open and willing to receive it, my love. So I hope that has helped. Hey, Jack. Hello, my darling. Just been quietly listening from the start. Didn't want to distract you, not stuff. So look, I'm blushing again. Jack is my son, and occasionally he visits me from Durham University to come and watch. Thank you, my darling. I love having. I didn't know you were here. And it's lovely you're here. It's Jack. No, Jack, I'm not pulling a card for you. Don't worry. Oh, look what they've given me, though. It's very funny. Oh, Jack, you're going to blush now. You've just got the love card that's come through. So I'm sending you all my love, my darling. Bless you. Okay. So who have I not done? Who have I not done? One last question. Otherwise you'd have blushed earlier on. Alice, my love, you're sitting right there. I can see it. Does Spirit... I put a card for Jack. I did. I got the love card. He got the love card. That's so sweet. That's very lovely. So, Alice, does Spirit have a message for me, especially around financial abundance and spiritual purpose? Last one, then, Alice. Yes, my darling. Let's have a look. Message for me, especially around your financial abundance and spiritual purpose. Message for Alice. Thank you. You've got the love card again as well. So this is about love of yourself, my darling. This is about what you feel you deserve to receive. If you're feeling you're not open to receiving it, then it's not going to come in for you. Know that you are amazing and lovable and gorgeous and kind. You know, this is the roses here. I think sometimes you're a bit protective of yourself, and you might push people away a little bit. But it's the reminder that love is the energy that makes the world go round. Everything is based on love. And actually the full spectrum of love is fear. Fear is at the other end of the spectrum. So even when you fear something, in a weird kind of way, you're loving yourself, because fear means you're protecting yourself as well. So just remember that God is love and love is everywhere. And that when you are doing things from the place of love, when you're doing it because you love it, or because you love something, or you love someone, but you're doing it from a space of you have so much love to give, then it kind of is the magic. I mean, love is everywhere in terms of nature, in terms of the cycles. Everything is connected. You know, God is an energy. It's a vibrational energy of unconditional love. And Spirit is saying to you, with that self-love and respect, you'll start to see a massive shift in the relationships that you have around you as well. Okay, my darling. Oh no, my voice doesn't get too bad. I mean, listen, Parry, it just gets a little croaky, and that's all. So, before I drift off, Victoria, I tell you what, my darling, I will do that one more for you before I drift off to the land of Nod. Any message from Spirit on the way forward? And if I haven't answered any of your questions, I haven't seen them. Please do ask me again next week. Sometimes it's just always in divine timing with Spirit as well. So I just see what I see, and if it wasn't meant to be answered this time, maybe it was meant to be answered next time for you. So Victoria, you've got blessings. There we are, my love. Last card for you there, blessings. So this is this same card that we had before about you are being watched over. There are messages for you at this time. There are blessings coming in. And there is deep healing, deep level healing happening for you at this time. Okay, my darlings, I think I'm going to call it a wrap. I've gone to 11:05, so I've slightly gone over my time. I've loved doing this again with you this evening. I look forward to doing it with you next Sunday. Keep an eye out on Thursday for the announcement about what I'm doing as a special thing for personal readings for the month of December. For those that can't afford to do a private reading with me, it'll still be a private reading, but it's something slightly different. I am, again, Sagittarius big read I'm doing tomorrow, and then I'm looking to do those 2022 star sign readings moving forward into early December. So anyway, wherever you are in the world, have the rest of a lovely Sunday, whether it's a Sunday evening with a gin and tonic or a glass of wine, or it's a Sunday afternoon cup of tea. Enjoy, and I look forward to catching up with you, my darlings, and this time Sunday next week. So much love to you all. Take care, and thank you again for all of your support and energy, gorgeous energy, and being here. It's been so beautiful for everybody. Thank you so much, my darling. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.